We're live. We are live. Let's wait for some peeps to join. I am in here chilling. Chilling like a villain. Chilling. Chilling. Do 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 do. Bow bow. Down down down. Do 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 do. I'll be in here for maybe 10 to 15 minutes. Max, no one pops in. Better for me. Better for me. Ooh. Sherry, Sherry, lately, walking through emotion. Love is where you find it, twisted who you are. Sherry, Sherry, lately, whipping through emotion. Whipping to you are.
Hey, Evan, can you hear me?
Carlos, what is going on, brother? There you are. Long time no see on here. How you been?
I'm great. Can't
Awesome.
complain. All
And
good.
Luishka, how you doing? I see you first time on here.
Hi. Thank you so much
Welcome.
for the welcome.
Welcome. You're from South Africa, right?
Yes, I am.
Very nice. Which part of South Africa again? Like Cape or outside?
Durban.
Oh, Durban. Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
That's along the coast still, isn't it?
South Coast.
Yes. Very nice. Very beautiful part of the world. South Africa has been on my list for many, 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 many years. And it's the problem is that it's just so far out of the way from either North America, South America, as well as like Southeast Asia too, where I'm also situated. So but I heard it's just absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful out there. So welcome. First time on the live. How we usually structure these. And Ethan, what's going on, brother? Oh, you got your internet back. Once he tunes in. You got your internet back. You're muted. There you go. Now you're good.
Yeah, I'm just at the gym though. And
Oh.
so it's all right though. But I got internet at least, so
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm here at least.
Exactly. I'm glad to see you here as well, guys. And I wasn't lying with my GIF sharing the live. Like I am actually just here having a good time out in Switzerland right now. So here chilling. So Mitchell, welcome. I'll give it about another minute or so before other members start popping in. But yeah, how the structure, Lurshka, since you're new, how the structure kind of goes is that kind of give a little bit of updates for 5 to 10 minutes inside of the community with some stuff that's coming up, some things that might be very valuable for you guys for me to tune in as well. And then we just open up for, it's literally just a Q&A. It's just a chill out zone as well. Whatever questions that you guys have, I get to every single member that's in here. Sometimes someone has the same question as other people too. Yeah, so pretty much like maintenance, guys, especially over the next coming weeks. The remote objections 101, the playbook that you guys can find inside of the classroom right now, I think it's like $17 or something like that. That's actually increasing in price. It's going to be going to 26 by the end of this month. So if you're looking on learning how to do objection handling, it's 101 of all the objections that I have heard over the last 5 to 6 years as a remote closer that's closed over $2 million. So it's really handy if you are closing currently, but it's also really handy if you are appointment setting as well. Those members inside of the remote Savage Access already had first come, first serve to it. So they already have full access to that. But for all members that are not in the remote Savage Access, it is going up from 17 to 26. I don't know when I'm going to be doing that yet. It'll probably be by the end of this month. So that's one of the first things. Another thing that's in there as well, I just want to give some quick shout outs to some members, which includes Ethan, who is on here as well. Ethan just started a brand new gig. And he's already in his first week contracted over $10,000 for his first client. He's already on the way to doing $40,000, but I think he can do way more as well. I've already seen him do way more. I've seen him contract like 15, 20K in a single day. So I already know he can do way more than that. So big shout out to Ethan for that one. So that's number one. Number two is a shout out to Mitchell, who is just landed. I think he landed his first interview, his first remote sales interview. So big shout out to Mitchell, who's on here as well. Big shout out. And those two in particular really stood out for this last week. There's a couple other members that are inside of the community that are also doing very, very well. Carlos included in that one. I'm sure Carlos will fill us in with some updates on his current offer as well. But yeah, that was just some of the maintenance for you guys. So we'll do first come, first serve for any questions as well. So we'll start out with Carlos. He was first on here. So Carlos, take it away, brother.
Perfect, man. So first of all, thank you so much. Great to see you all. Larishka, nice to see you. Welcome to the community. So I wanted to take maybe 5 minutes, just be really quick. And I wanted to give you an update on the offer I'm working on because I'm a bit, frustrated, a bit disappointed. I don't know if that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay, dude. Dude, vent. This is a venting zone. It's okay. You can vent about your offer. It's a no judgment zone.
Perfect. So can you give me access to share screen?
Here, 1 second. I don't know if I have actually done that on here before for members other than me to share screen. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Let me figure it out.
If you want help, brother, I've done it before.
Have you with other people? I've done it only with me.
Yeah, so you have to make the person that wants to share their screen host, and then that from there they can share their screen, and they just have to give you the rights to being a host back afterwards. So you have to give Carlos the ability to be host of the meeting, and so it transfers over to him, and so then he can share his screen, and then once he's done, he gives it back to you.
Give me 1 second. I don't even know how to even do that. Here, let me see. I think I could do this. Allow video, allow that. I think you allow screen share. There we go. Carlos, I think I got you.
Yeah.
Nice, good job, dude.
Let's try.
We do it live.
Yeah. Great. So I think I'm going to start with this one. So can you see the screen and read it?
Yep, very good.
Perfect. So the offer is Mind-Size Status is a communication skills coaching company. There's 7 people on the team, and this is a report from a month of work, September 8th to yesterday. So the base is 300, 3% commission per solo close, 1.5% commission when we were working with another setter. So during this period, I did 2 closes. It was Aju, and this guy, his name is Shafayet something. So Aju paid 5K, he paid 1K, and the money I received was 424, which is, to me, it's the least amount of money I have made in 3.5 years. This is minimum wage for my country. So I am very rattled, being honest. But that's the report. Okay, so October 1, I am the only setter now. The other one was called Lucas. He quit. But after he quit, we had a conversation because I didn't even get to meet him because he only worked for 3 months together. He told me his average months were 800. He worked there for 11 months. His max month was 1,300. And now the base is going to be 350 because it's only me. Full 3% commission because, again, it's only me. There's been no closes these past 8 days. The goal is to make consistent 7K months by mid-March, so in 5-6 months. And I made a projection of how much I need to put in to get that 7K. So this is a bit weird maybe, but we are on September, okay? This is the first month. And this month we made 48K, so I made 424. So I made a projection if I upgrade that 424 by 30% each month. So this is the little formula I did, 30%, 30%. So it would take me 10 months. But the thing is that would need to reflect on the cash collected per month. So for me to make that amount, the business would need to make $860,000 per month.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing. I'm not seeing it. So I'm thinking having a conversation with Shako, the owner, to see what can be done. And that's my venting. I just want your opinion on this and see if it's even possible. Because if Lucas, his max month was 1,300, I mean, I don't want to be making 1,300. That's fine. I mean, that's fine. I don't need even that money, but I don't want that.
Yeah.
And I'd rather address these issues now, literally a month and a week in, or 2 months in, rather than waiting 6 months. I'm still making $1,000 and I'm stuck. So that's my ideas now.
Yep.
So
no, good for bringing that up as well. And good that you're tracking all the numbers too, especially when we talked last, you're tracking everything all specifically. Do you think that the cash collected for you, it was mainly just because of the splits that were in there?
Sure. So I think it was a mixture of things because the split is very low. Of course, it's 1.5. The commission 3% is very low just by by itself. But
Yeah.
since we split one big commission, that was a big thing. But the thing is that since the packages are so expensive, I mean, the minimum is 5K and it goes up to 15K, maybe 20K.
Yep.
So when we started, Shaco told me, we make an average of 2, 3, 4 closes through DMing, and the other 2, 3, 4 closes come from ads. So basically, half the cash collector is from DMing, and half of it is from ads, from for whatever Shaco does, because I am not aware of that part of the business.
Yep.
So
Nor is it
that's
your responsibility either. It's not your responsibility.
correct. So that's a big hurdle too, because if I only get half of the money collected, it makes sense that I cannot make as much money. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. So they're pulling right now around 80,000 to 100,000 per month, right?
I'd say it's a bit less, but I'd say let's just say 80, just to give a round number.
Okay. Now, the thing with where you're at with that offer and to give it those 3 months is really good. Honestly, dude, I would hold off until the new year because November's coming up, Black Friday sales. There's going to be a huge uptick with Q4 coming up. Usually, most businesses, Q4 is their bread and butter as well. Did you have a talk with the offer owner, Shako? Did you have a talk already about like upgrading, like triaging, closing eventually if you hit certain KPIs?
No, I haven't. I was just waiting for this call because I wanted to have this chat with you last week, but I mean, I was just so busy. So I just wanted to get like what type of questions should I ask? What type of, I don't want to say a script, but like what kind of framework would that conversation be? Because he
Yeah,
is very open. I mean, something very positive about this offer is that we all like each other. And I feel it's a bit more healthy than dating, because with dating, I would say 80% of people were just like immature man children. I bet Ethan can attest to this, but I'm talking about the audience perhaps. But now, because we are talking with like C-suite executives or just emotionally smart people, it's a bit more enjoyable, and it takes away a bit of the monotony and stuff. But it's still very monotonous and boring work. But I mean, that's life. I mean, I'm not complaining about that, but that's a positive. I mean, I do like it. It's not like torture to work.
for sure, for sure.
So, but I'm in it for the
Now,
money. That's the big thing.
of
I'm not
course, man.
doing it
Well,
to
that's why
enjoy.
you're there, dude. You're there to make yourself money. You're there to look after you first as well. That's the most important thing. It's like you
Yeah.
first, but coming at it, especially as a remote setter, remote closer, you do have to think of the company as well. And so when I asked for like the splits earlier, is it mostly just because people are split paying for your 2 or 3 closes that came in? So they're paying first
Mm,
month and then second month?
could be because he told me, so actually he paid 10K. Sorry, the close was 10K, but he paid upfront 5K, and out of those 5K, I received a 1.5 split. And Shafayette, he was closed for 5K, but he
Yeah.
only deposited 1K. So that's a big thing, he needs to pay in installments. So the money is
Yeah.
going to come in eventually, but for
Yeah.
the first month, it's a bit took me back. So
For anyone in high ticket, just a heads up for anyone in high ticket, like for payments, especially for installments and stuff, that's why I freaking hate installments so much. It's around 75 to 80% that you're going to be getting cash collected from installments. So there's going to be he will be missing at least 1 or 2 installments in there. That's the average. So you do have to be aware of that it's not like the cash is just not going to be there as well. That's why I freaking hate installments so much. That's why it's so important, especially for the closer, to get as much out of it, especially on that moment, especially with them on the call too. So for the meetings booked then, because I want to see if it's an operational issue or if it's a meetings booked issue or a quality of leads issue. How many meetings have you been able to book from that September 8th to October 8th? Because I know that you're at like 31 or 33 when we last talked.
yeah, I actually wanted to. I forgot to mention it in my analysis. So actually, yesterday I took like 20 minutes just to come up with this analysis. So
Follow-ups, yeah.
yeah, this is the amount of follow-ups.
All
This is
right.
the amount of new DMs that me and Lucas did, because we also have this another person called Ayush, and all he does is chase up new DMs and chase up follow-ups. So this is like basically maybe 70% of what was done, and he does the other 30%. But I don't have access to that. So let's focus on this. Calls booked was 102.
Yeah.
And what else? So I divided that between the total combos. So this is, I don't know if this is correct because I just came up with this, but from my understanding right now, it's 1.11% conversion rate, meaning that for one booked call, we need to have 101 chats, meaning new DMs plus follow ups. And the
Yep, that's pretty
KPIs,
standard. Yeah.
Okay.
That's literally pretty standard. Yeah.
I see. So the KPI for one person, meaning me, would be 4 book calls per day. And I'm finding it very hard to do that because some days, like maybe like 2 days a week, I'm able to do actually 4 or 5 book calls, but other days it's anywhere from 0 to 3.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's a
yeah,
mix. It sales. Like some days you're going to be hitting that 4. Some days you're not going to be hitting that 4. Some days you might be hitting 6. Some days you might be hitting 2 as well. It kind of ebbs and flows, but it should even out to those 4 average per day. So that's
yeah,
because you're doing how many days a week? 5 days or more?
no 7.
Oh my god. Okay, so it's 4. Yeah, that's way too many days for the amount of money you're making. So 4, 8, 12, 12, 24, those 30. So 30 booked calls per week on average. That's 120.
20.
Yeah, 120 booked per month. And what are their conversion rates? So it goes to a triager first, right? Or does it go
Mhm.
straight to close? Just remind me
It
there.
goes for the triager and then the close.
Okay. So for the triager, so out of those 120 that you end up booking, what's the percentage that either show up to the triager and that the triager then sends over to the closer?
Let me see because I do have access to that. I'm going to share my screen again. I'm sorry, these things just come up. Okay, so
Don't worry, dude. That's what this is for.
this is the September. Let's focus on September because that's the biggest one. So dim to link. Yeah, that's exactly the thing that
Yeah,
I came up with.
literally, you did the
1.1.
calculations correctly, dude. Your numbers are
I
right.
didn't even know. Okay, that's funny. Link to booked, 63%. Show up rate, it says 60%. I'm
Dude,
not sure what this.
wait. Link to booked ratio 64%. That's pretty solid, bro. That's literally pretty solid. It's usually probably Ethan can probably attest to it. It might be like 20 to 30% is the average. So
That's
you're
good.
yeah,
That's good, man.
really yeah. So I think you're at around 3x of what it should be for the conversion rates right there. So it's not you, dude. It's literally not you for there. So let's have a look. Let's dive in a bit more.
Carlos, if I may for a second, Evan. Carlos, you're doing the numbers that I did last month because I was at 67% last month as well. So that's really good, man.
Yeah,
Perfect.
really, really
Thank you.
good.
So this is the other info we have here. I actually hadn't checked this out, because it's not my expertise, but let's see. Show up rate for the triage 60. I think
60%. That's pretty solid, man.
this
60% show
means
up rate.
sales.
Yeah.
47. Show up rate to the sales goal 52%. Closing rate is 33% for the closer, and total closing rate, it says 10%. I don't know what.
Whoa. Let me see here. Wait. So closing rate. So it goes from the triage, show up for triage call 60%, triage call to then closer call around 50%. So you should be wait. Let me do some math here because I need to know the math. So show up rate 60%. So 6 out of 10 people that you book will show up to the call. So 120 divided by 60, 120 divided by 60. Okay. So you should be getting roughly around 75 people that show up to the calls of people that you've booked, which is pretty solid, dude. It's literally pretty solid. So 75, and then out of those 75 people, it's a 60% show up rate. So that means that 10 drop off. Around 10 drop off or so. So that should be 70 then. So that's around 40 to 45 that end up getting onto a closing call. So around 40 to 45 of them should be going on to a closing call. The show up rate for the closing call is then 52. That could be higher as well, but that's not your issue. So 53, so 50%. So that is roughly around top of my head, 20 to 25 closing calls a month. Not enough volume. Literally not. Is this just for yours or is this including the ads as well?
I think this is just me because
Just
as,
you?
as
Okay.
we can see, yeah.
That's still not enough calls. That's not enough calls for the closer. So yeah, like the closer is going to be cold from that. So closing rate for SC, closing rate. What's closing rate SC?
I think it means sales call. Show up rate SC, sales call. Closing rate SC,
Closing
sales
rate
call.
sales. So wait, okay? So what's the difference between show up rate SC and closing rate SC?
So I'd say that 53% means that 53% of triage calls show up to the sales
Yeah.
call, and the closing rate is that 33% of those people who show up close.
Okay. Total closing rate. But then what's the total closing rate? Is that for like everyone that's all booked then?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, it must be for everyone that's scheduled then. Okay.
Could
So
be.
that means 9.52% for everyone that is scheduled in. That is low. That is fucking low. That should be above 10% minimum. So that's low. So closing rate for people that showed up. Mine was around 70 to 72%. But then again, like my numbers are like not going to be relatively the same, but 33.33 is funny, 33%. So 1 out of 3 people that show up to the closing calls close. Okay. 50% pay in full, 50% deposit close, a third split pay. So average cash per close, 9416, average revenue per close. Literally cash to revenue, it's 85.8, literally what I said before, where it should be like 80% collected. If you're getting 80 to 85% collected, that's good. Dude, literally with these, it's a volume issue. It's 100% a volume issue. So with the amount of followers this guy's had, because he showed me his page, it's literally just a volume issue. He's just not pushing enough people for scheduling calls. He's not pushing enough people through either. Obviously, the show up rate could be a little bit higher. The show up rate, like if you can push it to 60 to 70%, that will almost 2x. That will 2x your income for the show up rates on that one. But do you do anything once they schedule a call? Do you do anything there or no?
No, that's entirely on the triager side because he checks up with them via Telegram or WhatsApp, and they also have automations like text reminders and email reminders. That's totally up to them. I don't know what they do. I mean, I know, but
Yeah.
that's their method. That's their process.
Yeah.
When I see that book called, my work ends on that side.
So with me, and just to share a bit of my numbers as well, for calls that are scheduled for a previous offer that I worked on, it was around 17 to 18%. That's with calls scheduled. And that included people, Ethan can attest to this, that included people that went straight onto my calendar without a triager that had no business of being there. That included people that couldn't even speak English, people that like were freaking children as well. They were teenagers and stuff, but I was still at around 17 to 18% close rate for all calls scheduled, which is still pretty insane. It needs to be above 10%. Yeah, minimum. It needs to be above 10%. It like that being in the single digits, that's bad. Really, really bad. That should not be there in the single digits. That's a big red flag. That needs to be boosted from 10 to 15% on there. A 33% close rate for 1 out of 3 people that have already scheduled a call with you. They probably already watch a VSL and they probably already like got super warmed up with the triager. That needs to be boosted as well. Cause mine was around 71, 72%. Not everyone's going to have that. Not everyone's going to be gifted like that, but the closer can do much better, especially if they're only doing 1 out of 3 when they've already been through the ringer with the triager. They've already gone through the application process. They've already watched the VSL. So the closer does need to be better, but it's a volume issue. It's a huge volume issue. There's not enough like calls and people that you're talking to and all that sort of stuff. There's just not enough volume there for the numbers that you want to see. Ethan, do you want to, you go over those numbers all the time.
If you don't mind, bro, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're going through similar things right now, Carlos, because of my 2 offers. It really reminds me of things that I have issues with as well. But basically, again, we're on different offers, so just hear my experience as is and see what you can take from it. Do you know, like, because they go through a triager, what I was experiencing with my triager is like really great with one of my offers. He actually communicates better than our client. But again, he's doing his job. It's not my scope of practice. That being said, my triager DQs people that I normally would not DQ. And I've asked him about it, but he's going through his process. And so I'm not going to disagree with him when that's how their scope of practice works. And that's what he needs to do for his job. That being said, if I showed Evan a conversation between him and I, Evan would immediately be like, why is he DQing so many people? Like, you're just missing out on things. And so for you, Carlos, like one of my offers, they DQ like really hardcore. Maybe talk to your triager and see what you can do, or even just ask what they're looking for when they want to DQ or not DQ someone, because it could just be the fact that your triager is DQing too many people. Like, and again, we can have the opinion that it's a good or bad thing, and it's how much weight that we can put behind it. Because, hey, dude, like, I'm right there with you. I've had like minimum, I had 7 calls last month that I thought that were closes that didn't even get onto the triage because the triager said, no, I DQ'd him. And I have a very good relationship with him. But that being said, I'm like, okay, I trust your judgment. You're doing your job just like you trust me to do my job. That being said, I was like, he's like, no, like I just didn't feel it, so I just DQ'd them. And I was like, bro, like you didn't, like, even if they're a 50% chance, why aren't you just getting them on the call? I think it's because they want, like, at least my offer, they want to keep like the closing rate high as well. But like that's the biggest thing I would say, Carlos, to see as well what you're allowed to do to not ban the page for like KPIs. See what you can do to like I amp that up, because right now I'm with my new new gig I just started. Dude, they were doing 50 follow-ups a day. And my client and I were laughing at them. And I was like, sorry, what? Like 50 an hour, right? He's like, no, I do 50 follow-ups a day. And I was like, bro, I just did that in 2 minutes. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean 50 a day? Like, I'm genuinely not understanding. And so if you have, again, we don't want the pages banned, bro. Obviously, that's the biggest no at all. And so you have to be careful.
Oh, dude, don't worry about his page getting like banned or whatever. This guy's got a huge following. He has really good rapport as well too with his audience. Like that's not a concern for it, especially with follow-ups.
Okay, well, that's good, man, because it's funny. You know my first offer, right, dude? He has over 800,000 followers on his Instagram, and I'm not allowed to do more than 150 outbounds a day on that page. It's ridiculous. And he's like, no, you only can do 20 an hour. And I was like, I've been doing 40 an hour minimum. And so, like, yeah, be careful with the page, but then see what you can push to it, Carlos, because when I was running a sales team with like when Evan and I were working on the same offer, I was doing 80 outbounds an hour per page. And that's why I was able to get up to 500 outbounds a day and minimum 800 follow-ups a day as well, because of just how high you want the volume.
Yeah.
Really, dude, it's all volume game, man. Like I can see your numbers are very similar to mine, which means that they're really good because most people cannot work like at the level that I do, and Evan's seen that as well. And so, like, again, I got 6 closes last month with my offer in the first 8 days, but every single call of mine after that never closed, like for the rest of the month. And so I got all of my like high ticket done in the first 8 days of September, and then I was coasting. Not to say coasting, but it was just like it was annoying because I didn't get another high ticket after that. I sold a bunch of the LTOs, but it's all volume, bro.
Yeah, it's literally just a volume issue. Like Carlos, like looking at the numbers there, especially while the close rate under 10% for call scheduled, that is a red flag. That's a big red flag that you might want to
huge red flag. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Not really huge because it's 9.5. It's 9.4. It does hit the 10, but the 10 is like a minimum. 10%, like that is like your client lighting money on fire. That means
1 out of every 10 closing calls directly need to be a closed minimum.
Yes, that is a bare minimum. So yeah, it's a little bit on the closer as well, but yeah, other than that though, it's mostly a volume thing because when you went through the numbers right there, you're 100% correct on where the business needs to be because the numbers are off a bit. And you can tell that the numbers are off a little bit because the work that you're putting in and you're booking in 120 onto a triager. I think you can increase it a little bit. But 60% is still really good as well. But you can even if you even boost it up to 65, 70%, but just have communication with your triager, essentially. Talk to your triager, see what they're looking for, see what the memos that they're getting from as well. Because if you're qualifying properly, like they do have a 50% book rate, which is really good, which includes no-shows and stuff. So the triager, like it's not so bad, but some people are falling off from the triager all the way to the closer when it should be maybe from the triager to the closer. The show up rate, it should be around 60 to 70% because the rapport should already be there from the triager. So yeah, dude, it's literally nothing that you're doing. Honestly, man, talk with the business owner, talk to them, just go over the numbers a little bit and just be like, hey man, like industry standard is literally minimum 10% for calls scheduled to close, especially on closing calls, which includes no shows, all that sort of fun stuff. It's good that he has a 1 out of 3 close rate, but it's just not enough volume. It's literally a volume issue. And for me, if I was on an offer and I was a closer and I was only doing 25 to 30 calls a month, I would fucking have a shitty close rating. I would have such a shitty close rating because it's inconsistent. Like one fucking call a day. 1 call a day. How am I supposed to like do anything with 1 call a day? I can't. So they need to increase their volume. They literally need to increase their volume. They need to that's a big thing. It all comes down to volume as well too. So, but yeah, brother, like I hope I hope we were able to kind of help with that one. Like,
yeah, sure.
Did you have any other further questions for that one?
No, I think that just to have some action steps for myself, I think that I have a call with the team on Monday, but usually after those group calls, I stay on with the offer owner so I can use that to just bring up these topics and see what I can do on my side to at least have a fighting chance to hit that 7K. And even if it's like 3 4K, I mean, that's fine, because honestly I don't spend that much money. It's not about the money, it's about having fun, because 7K, it's like, it sounds like
Yeah,
a
but
fun
dude, you're
number.
doing 7 days a week and you got 450,
It's too much,
500
man. I
cash
mean,
in,
it's
man.
very
That's bullshit.
frustrating.
That's
Too
literally
much.
bullshit, dude. That's
Yeah.
bullshit, especially if you're doing 7 days a week as well, too. So, yeah, like make a note of that, because, dude, the offer owner, he wants you to make money. He wants you to be happy. He wants you to make money, because if you're happy, you're making money, then you're going to be continuing the work as well. Because he just had one of his setters who's been there for almost a year, like you just mentioned, just left. Like, that's a huge red flag for the business owner to be like, oh fuck, something's wrong. Something is up. And with his following, he should be getting at least 200 to 300 calls booked minimum a month. Minimum. On a previous offer that Ethan and I worked on, the guy's account had like 100 or 120,000 followers on one of the accounts, but we were getting roughly around 80 to 120 calls booked a month. And that is
No, it was
such a
more.
bare minimum. It's more than that, like maybe 150 or something like that. But my calls were around 80 to 120, and I was taking probably around like 2/3 of the calls or so. And yeah, it's a volume game. It's literally just a volume game. They need to increase the volume. They need to increase the ad spend, because your conversion rate is very, very good. And they can fucking pump a bunch of money into the work that you're doing in order to increase the cash flow that goes into the business as well, too. But yeah, man, did you have any other further questions on that end there?
No, I think I took enough time from the other guys. So just thank you very much for everything.
Bada bing.
And I have to go because I do need to get back to work, actually. But
You're
it's
doing good,
already,
man.
really
It's good to
appreciate it.
talk to you as well, and I appreciate it, man. Like, nos vemos en el futuro. Muy bien trabajo, hermano.
Perfect.
Bada
Thank
bang,
you.
bada boom.
Listen, speak soon.
Let's
I'm
do
gonna
it.
have to
Let's
leave, and bye
see
bye.
you, brother. See ya. Mitchell. What's up, brother?
Oh, yo, what's good?
Good, bro. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
I know. I just woke up. I'm still in a dark ass room.
Well, let's fucking turn the
Let's
light
do it.
on or
Let's do
something. I want to see you.
All right. I got you.
I'll give you a sec.
I do this. Check your browser permissions. Uh-oh.
That's all good.
Um,
Always blocks. That's a good thing, dude. That means you got the security up.
I know. How do I take it off? Settings. Oh, block camera. How do I ask?
Are you on desktop or computer? Or desktop or on phone?
I'm on a computer. Yeah, I'm on my desktop. Oh, wait, did I do it? Hold on. Ask. Allow. Boom.
Bada bing, bada
What's
boom.
up?
Welcome, brother. Welcome.
How we
Love me
doing?
some
How we
handlebars,
doing?
bro. Fantastic, dude.
Oh,
You got a Dave Batista
long.
going. I like it.
yeah, baby.
Love it, bro. Love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fire away on process and any questions that you have. And dude, congrats on getting the first interview.
Yeah.
Congrats on that, dude.
Actually, I got 3. So I got 2 tomorrow, or I got 1 tomorrow. I'm waiting to hear back from confirmation on another one for tomorrow, and then I got another one on Tuesday.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Let's
Yeah,
do
the
it,
one
bro. That's awesome.
The first one tomorrow is for like a digital marketing, just basically selling ad space. The other one is a fitness setter, which I'm excited for. And then the other one is actually through one of Ethan's friends that he met at a cafe in Bali. I don't know, however many years ago. I'm actually not even too sure what that one's about, Ethan. If you want to fill me in on a little bit of that guy and what you know about him. I kind of just messaged him on Instagram, and he immediately was just like, "Yeah, email this guy for an interview," and just did that.
I mean, I'm gonna try and help everybody eat as much as I can, right? I haven't posted it in the room with Savage Access yet because I'll just talk to Evan about it. But because again, we were just talking yesterday, Mitch, and I was like, "Well, I know this dude on Bali. He was like literally looking for setters." I was like, "Hey, like going, I can slow down. I'm just tired. Thank you."
Yeah,
He's like, "Hey, Like he needed setters like in January of this year. So I was like, fuck it, why not? Like, here, at least go and message him. Just like tell him that you know me. He'll see that we're following because I met him and his wife. They're super cool people. They're chill. He has a land business, and so basically, like he buys land and then flips it. And so he's got people who do that as well. And he was because again, I met him in Bali last year or this year in
Spit it out,
January.
bro. What the fuck's the offer? Spit it out.
The offers for land business. He needs PTs for that. So not PTs. Yeah. So he needs setters for that. And I think it's 10K min, but again, it could be older. Don't quote me on that.
So
And
he
he's
could've
looking for like
it sounds like he could have increased his prices as well. So
I know he's making between 400 and 500K a year right now,
Okay.
guaranteed.
Yep.
Okay.
No,
And
that falls.
I-
That literally, like Mitchell, that falls within that minimum 50K as
Yeah, it
well
does.
too. But just be wary. The 50 to 100K it's kind of a no man's zone. Just a little bit of a no man's zone in there. As you can
Yep.
hear from, as you heard from Carlos, the company they're in that no man's zone. It's that 80K range. That's literally the no man's zone where it's between 50 and 100. Like you're just getting a little tease, but like he honestly, Carlos is getting paid too little for the commission. It's way too little. It's under 5%. The other thing I would have told him as well, which I'll probably message him in the Savage Access, is increase it to 4% if he meets a minimum amount of KPIs over the next month, with calls booked, calls scheduled, so he can get it to 4% commission and then 5% commission because he should be getting 5% commission. Honestly,
Yeah.
like that's such a bare minimum. But yeah, did you have any other questions with that offer specifically?
Not specifically, but like maybe little tips you got about just. I mean, I'm just like I figured I'd go in it, be myself, be enthusiastic, charismatic, all that kind of shit.
I know that
Bullshit my way to the top.
Yeah. I know that there's some notes down in there for like either interviews as well as Loom outreach videos. The same applies for the Loom outreach videos. Like take into account like nice dress shirt, look very professional, show up a couple minutes early to the interview as well
Yep.
too. It's those little small things, they do add up, and you just seem very professional when you end up doing that. I just had a conversation with Ivan. He had his one-on-one for his month 2 a couple days ago, and he showed up to his one-on-one with a nice dress shirt, good microphone, like literally early to the meeting that he had with me too. I ran a couple minutes late because I was just doing a couple things. I was actually on TikTok live at the time and I had to hop off, but yeah, like it's those little small things that are just going to create you to become a green flag for the offer, and where it's just such a no-brainer as well. Because even if you don't have any experience in there, dude, you're already at level 4 inside of the remote sales one-on-one community. Just go through Ethan's outreaches and inbounds as well in the 10K setter program, and just copy everything that he did. It's so simple.
Yep.
It's literally just copy and pasted. That's what Carlos does as well too. Even though sometimes people get stubborn, motherfuckers get stubborn. Like Carlos got stubborn a couple weeks ago when he was being like, "No, I need to answer them in this certain way." And then it's like, no, literally just go through the level 4 setting program, hit a few of those notes in there. It's literally just copy paste until it's imprinted in your brain as well. It's just repetition. It may seem very mundane, but that's part of the game sometimes. So part of the game is about being mundane, but it's about being a setter for your first 3 to 6 months on the offer, exactly what Carlos is doing too. It's about being a setter for the first 3 to 6 months. As soon as you meet certain KPIs, you can then say, hey, I've hit my KPIs over the next 3 to 6 months. Do you mind if I ask a favor? And then the offer owner will be like, yeah, you made me a shit ton of money. Of course. Like, what can I do for you? And then you can just say, can I take some triage calls? Do you mind if I upgrade to triage? Like, what's the pathway for me to do triage? What's the pathway for me to do closing? Because you've made them money. They're almost indebted to you as well. As long as you make them money, you can kind of get away and ask for certain things as well too. But yeah, man, literally just show up to the interview, just like be happy, joy, like motivated, like don't be negative, smile a lot on it as well. And feel free to always ask questions too, but let them do their thing at the beginning. Hold your questions all the way to the end. And then they'll be like, yeah, man, like they'll always say after they've gone through a couple of their key questions during the interview. And then, especially if you have no experience, use it as a leg up. Like I mentioned, inside of the Savage Access, use it as a leg up. Be like, hey, but like, even though I don't really have this experience, I'm kind of, hey, don't get muted. All right. So just especially when you're just getting started, like use the character, you use yourself
Yep.
like that's what you're selling, because character over skill,
Yeah.
like me, I will always hire over character over skill sets, character over what you've done previously, all the fucking time. So use that
Yep.
as your motivation and just remain consistent. Because dude, you got three to four interviews set up because you started to be consistent. You started to do 1 day, 2 day. Because how many days of outreach have you done so far, like in a row?
In a row, like this week, 2 days. I'm gonna do
2
some
days,
more this
literally,
morning.
dude. Literally 2 days, and you landed 3, 4 interviews, dude. It's
Yeah.
fucking simple. And then when you do 5 days, that's 6 interviews. And like I said, you should be getting 12 to 13 interviews. So that's over 10 days. You get 12 to 13 interviews. That's 3 to 4 job offers. So you can then be picky, and then you can pick the best one for you, that you think that you
Yep.
can make the money the quickest and such like that. So it's a life of abundance. We gotta think in abundant ways, because if you think in a scarcity mindset, then scarcity stuff is gonna happen to you as well too. And that's one of the reasons why Ethan, where his first 10 days of September, he had 8 closes, 8 high ticket closes, then nothing. But because he kept going and he kept being consistent, he got an offer for a new offer to go on to, and he already has contracted $10,000 in his first like 3-4 days in it, on a brand new offer that he's never even worked on before. So it's about just remaining consistent, even though you might have some lows. There's going to be some days where his lows is like, oh, like nothing's much happening. But it's those days where those lows happen. And then when you show up the next day and you remain consistent with it, that's where the magic happens. Always, that's where the magic happens. So
Yeah. So basically,
dude,
don't be discouraged. Keep at it.
always, man. Like it's a
Yeah.
long form game as well, because dude, you're in this to be remote. You want to be making money from Japan. You want to be making closes. You want to set in your morning in Japan while North America time zone is in their evening. You want to be able to set people up, book them in, so that when you're skiing in your afternoon and evening, or snowboarding in your afternoon and evening, all you'll see is Stripe notifications, or all you see is Slack notifications with money coming in while you're snowboarding and skiing. Exactly what Ethan was doing. He was set in the morning while we were in fucking Wisconsin going to a festival. He would set in the morning, and then later on in the afternoon, while we're at the festival, he's like, oh, 5K close. Oh, 10K close. Literally while he's fucking at a festival. Like, he's laughing.
hell yeah.
Like, because it's true, man. Like, it's really addicting once you start getting into it. And then you're going to want to get more and more and more and push yourself more, because exactly what Carlos is doing and going through the numbers and stuff, he's being super autistic with it, which is perfect. Like, that is so perfect. Autism and sales, they flow so well together. Yeah, exactly.
Hell
Ethan already gave the thumbs up for it. So yeah, man, it's all about pushing through all that fucking shit. But yeah, dude, did you have any other further questions?
I mean, how does like my mic sound right now with the headphones? Yeah,
Good.
cool.
Yep,
Sweet.
you're good. But are those AirPods or?
Yeah.
Sometimes with AirPods, you got to be careful. Well, for a couple of reasons. Number one, because there's sometimes a speaker setting in them that makes it sound like shit. Sometimes it makes it sound like you're fucking talking into a crinkled piece of paper or something like that. So you have to be careful sometimes with your settings. But it sounds good right now. And the other thing, dude, I used to have AirPods. I got them stolen in Mexico, but c'est la vie, it happens. But I started doing wired headphones. Wired headphones are way better, and they'll help you live a little bit longer because of the radiation that comes from AirPods. But that's just a life thing.
Fair. I do have another question. What kind of questions would you ask during the interview process that would be, um, make you look good, or like information that I want to hear back from them, kind of thing? Aside
Those
from like
same
the
4
4
questions,
questions.
dude, those same 4 questions. It's literally those same 4 questions. Just hold it off. Just wait for them to talk about all this stuff, because sometimes it'll come in naturally, where they'll just mention it naturally and such like that. And then like you just hold off on it. Those 4 questions make you sound super professional, but you should be able to get an answer and all that sort of stuff after. Like, you should be able to already know what the company name is, all that sort of stuff throughout. So that first question should already be answered. And check out the remote sales 101 community. Literally a business owner, they answered all the questions when I pinned it. They answered all the questions. They were concrete with it. Those are the type of people you want to work with. Literally, those are the type of people. That's why I sent it over to the Savage Access. And I'm like, guys, they answered the questions. It's full blown. Go ahead. It's a good process to be able to do. I already saw you comment on it, and you should be getting probably an interview from that one too, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. And then for the 3 that you posted in Savage Access, you send me the link for those?
Yep. You already messaged on Skool, right? For it?
I don't know if I messaged on Skool about that. I know I messaged you on Skool about something else, but I will.
Yeah. If you
Check.
message me on Skool for it, I'll send you a link because I already sent it to Arvo and I already sent it to Jacob as well too. So they both answered
Yep.
on there. Joshua, I see your hand, brother. I see your hand up. Okay. All right, let's
Yeah,
get
I'm
to
gonna
Joshua.
I'm gonna keep raising until I get your attention, man.
You got me. You got me. How's it going,
Bro.
brother? Are you in the school cafeteria?
No, I actually just broke my rib from deadlifting the other day.
Oh,
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
What the fuck did you do?
Dude, I haven't deadlifted in a while. I went from 455, which is fine for me. I went back down to 405. I pulled up super wrong, and I kept going, thinking it was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm like fatigued. And yeah, nah, my rib's broken.
Bro, so now what happened? You already got an x-ray and everything or what?
Yeah, they did my X-ray originally. They said it's fine. The doctor called back. My mom's like, yeah, no, his left side rib's broken. I was like, huh.
Is it like a hairline fracture or is it just like actual crack?
Oh no, it's not even together anymore.
Are you breathing properly?
Yeah, I'm fine. But I'm having a hard time moving, so I guess I figured out what it was one way or another.
Dude, you're savage, bro. I'm sorry that happened. That's ridiculous, though.
Yeah, no, I still
Fucking
went
cheers to you, brother. I know
yeah.
you can't drink yet in your fucking country, but I'll fucking drink for you.
Well, yeah, the place
What
I'm working
the
at.
fuck?
I went to
What
work
the
the next
fuck?
day.
God. And you went to work the next day too, dude. You're a fucking savage. You are in the perfect place, bro. You are literally in the fucking perfect place. But hey, guess what, dude? Now you're fucking stuck on a couch, probably. Now you gotta start getting some sales in remotely.
Fuck yeah, bro. It's the only thing I can do. I can barely move.
Yeah. Let's hear it, bro. Fire away some questions, dude. But thanks for the update on that one, especially with your fucking rib. That
well,
sucks ass.
Well, I just came by to just say what's up to you guys. Also, I'm curious about something. How do I go about? Because I know I was talking to you about doing my power wash and stuff. We actually just ordered business cards. There's like 100 of them. I work with my buddy Aiden.
Mhm.
We how do I go about outreach for that? Because I've been looking at like I look for people in my area, but like I don't know if like I don't know. I can't tell if their house is fucking dirty by calling them. So it's super tricky still. So I'm just kind of figuring my way around it.
For sure, man. For sure. Are you guys? Do you guys have like an Instagram page for it, or you guys have a social media page for it yet,
Yeah.
or your business email?
Yeah, we actually have all of that. We originally had a number, but we kind of like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. So we have a business page for Instagram, but there's only like 50 followers. They're all people that we know.
Doesn't matter, bro.
Yeah.
The amount of followers don't fucking matter, dude. I got 56 or 57 followers on my Instagram page. I get 100K views a month on Instagram. Doesn't
That's
fucking
the
matter.
thing we gotta start doing is actually just mass posting. Been watching a lot of Hormozy. Rather start posting like 10,000 posts a day. Get banned.
Oh,
make a
no,
new
don't
account.
fucking, don't fucking, dude. Hormozy has a team of 100 people. You can't fucking compare yourself to Hormozy. It starts with 1 a day, then you increase to 2, 3, 4 per day. But honestly, bro, for that type of stuff, like testimonials is very important, and using Instagram as a portfolio is very good too. If you guys don't have a website, do you guys have a website?
No, we do not. Plan on
Get
making
a fucking free website. There's so many free websites out there, free website builder, or fucking spend $5 to $10 to fucking host a website somewhere. There's so many fucking free ones. Shoot a message over in the Savage Access. I can find some free websites and send it over to you guys. It's literally just like copy and paste because you do need a portfolio. That's the first thing people look at. You do need a fucking portfolio so that they know that you're actually legit as well. But dude, if you're doing that, there's a few things that you need to do. You need to do like emails. You need to do Instagram outreaches. But one of the ways to find social media outreach is literally just hashtag your local area. So you just literally type in your local city. Because which area are you in right now? Is it New Jersey or?
Yeah, South Plainfield, New Jersey.
Okay, dude. There's so much fucking business that's over in Jersey, and there's so many big houses. I've seen the Tony Soprano houses, bro. Like, there's so many fucking nice houses that are out there.
So near South Plainfield, you take one of two paths. You either go to Plainfield, which is shitty as fuck, or you get like robbed the second you walk in there, or you go like left or right. You go to Essen for Piscataway. They're pretty nice, but
yeah, dude. Check another great place to do is check Zillow. Check things that are listed and stuff like that, and even reach out to like local realtors or the business or the housing owners or whatever.
Thinking of that.
Yeah, dude, all the numbers, it's all fucking there, dude. You can literally see, and then they want the place to look nice. as well. They literally want the place to look nice. And if you give a commission or an affiliate over to the realtor, so if they get you a business and it's like $100 to do a washing, I don't know what the prices are, and you give them like $25 or something, you give them 25%, dude, like they'll fucking be like, yeah, fucking go ahead as well, because they make money from it too. And the business owner pays 100 out, 25 goes to them, especially if you're making it through them too. It's all about the hustle game with them as well. But honestly, bro, there's two things. Three things. One, to get the portfolio up, website, social media, make sure the portfolio looks good. That's the first thing. Second one is, especially for emails, outreach. Emails are very, very important, especially doing outreaches on emails too. Warm up an email account, send it to yourself, send it, ask people in the Savage Access too. If you can send them some emails and for people to respond to you as well on the email, it literally takes 2 to 5 seconds for people to do that. You're more than welcome to do that inside of the community, bro. You're literally more than welcome to do that inside of the Savage Access.
Yeah, because I remember. Sorry for cutting you off. I remember the one guy tried selling me on. I think you're in there. You're like, absolutely
no. Sad got booted. I fucking booted his ass out, bro. He's fucking stupid. I fucking booted his ass out. He's fucking idiot.
I don't even know. I think he was just trying to be nice, but I felt bad, like saying, like, yeah.
No. Don't feel bad. No, I fucking booted his ass out, dude. Fucking booted his ass. Fuck that shit. But anyway.
So would that be considered that though, if I'm sending out emails or no?
Yes, dude. No. You're allowed to do. Josh, I fucking just gave you permission. English, bro. English. I just gave you permission.
You never know.
I don't care. I don't care, dude. All you have to do is message me. Mitchell literally messaged me maybe a couple hours ago or so, wanting to post a YouTube video inside of the community. He asked me permission. Usually if someone does that and just does it without asking, I tell them to fuck off, boot them from the community. I have had to boot probably about 15 people in the last week or so. It's fucking growth has been kind of stagnant / the growth has been up for about 2 to 3% or so per week in the Savage Access. It should be at 8 to 10%, but I've had to boot fucking 10 to 15 people because dude, it's my community. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Like, get the fuck out. If you're fucking being an idiot, get the fuck out. I don't care. But dude, Mitchell asked me permission to post a YouTube video about something in Japan. I watched the video a little bit. It's on cuisine and stuff. But dude, Mitchell can then kind of allow people to know that he's working remotely in Japan. Hey, I did this. I'm working there's some sort of restaurant that I want to promote from a friend. I'm working remotely. I'm that's absolutely cool, dude, because you are working remotely in Japan and you can promote the lifestyle that way. Hey, if you're working remotely in Japan, you guys can head over here, because I know a few of you guys are probably in Japan. I know there's another Joshua that joined the Savage Access. He's in Japan. Yeah, he does snowboarding. He's a fucking G, man. He's a cool guy, dude. Literally, he fucking came into the Savage Access. He was one of the easiest sales for the remote Savage Access ever. I literally just asked him, yo, dude, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm doing this. And then he just messages me back hey, I want to join the Savage Access. And then I told him, no, you can't. You're already an hour late for the deadline. He's like, oh, but I just paid. And I'm like, well, what the fuck am I going to do? Literally, what the fuck am I going to do? Oh, I just paid. I'm like, oh, no, you should be paying them. I'm like, no, just fucking come in. I don't care. Whatever. It's just easy people like that. He has energy transference, and I know that he is going to do super well with the Savage Access and the community because he has proper energy transference. That's where I say character versus experience, it goes way, way further. And I already know that his character, he came in through Schoolers, dude, because he came in through a community. He saw one of my posts inside Schoolers that only paid community members can go into. And he saw one of my posts and followed me from there. Then he just joined the Savage or he joined the Remote Sales 101 community because he just wanted to be oh, I just want to see how to make money remotely. Then he saw a few of my posts and he's like, oh, I have to be able to join. I have to join. So that's energy transference. And because he has that abundant mindset, he's going to be making money, dude. I already know he's going to be making a shit ton of money doing this. As long as he follows the action steps, he's going to be making a shit ton of money. So that's the second thing, dude. You can then go into the Savage Access, be like, hey guys, I want to warm up my business account so that I don't fucking go into trash. I don't go into spam with this email because it's a new email probably with you and your partner that's doing the power washing. Dude, there's going to be about 10 to 15 people that will volunteer, including myself. I'll volunteer. I'll respond to an email. You can send it over to my email. It doesn't really fucking matter. We'll post it down there just so that we can warm up your account. So with that, Josh, once you ask that, tag me as well that you want an email reader. I just gave my girlfriend, who runs her own social media pages, she has a vegan pages. Dude, she fucking gets 30 million impressions on fucking Pinterest every month. My fucking girlfriend. She literally runs a vegan page, getting 30 million fucking Pinterest engagement every single month. And now she got an email reader because I showed her my email reader that I got from Eman Gadji about 7-8 years ago. It still works. And this email reader, she knows when things open. She knows when people open up the email. She knows when they're online on Gmail. She knows all of these steps and then can follow up with them. And you can read whether or not someone opens the email, how long ago they opened the email. So tag me when you're like, hey guys, I need to like warm up this email account. If you guys want to post your emails here, that's absolutely cool. Just remember, just remember to say like, hey, I'm not going to be sending spam. It's literally just to respond to the email so that it can warm up the email as well, so that you're not starting cold. And then the third thing, bro, first thing's the website. First thing's a portfolio website. First thing is like getting some stuff on the social media page. You don't even have to have much, dude. It's literally 9 to 12 posts. If you guys don't want to post, it's 9 to 12. It's just a portfolio. Then from there, send over the email and then just say, hey guys, this is my email. If 10 to 15 of you guys can fucking respond to this, I'll be awesome. Also, just tag me in it and just be like, hey, I need the email reader so I know, so that my computer can be warmed up for it too. I'll send that over inside of the group as well, because I think it's going to be super valuable for you guys too. And then the third thing, Joshua, go through the level 4 setter program again. Go through the setter program again, do outreaches. It's literally just outreaches, and go through only the outreaches on there so you'll know exactly what to write.
Sorry, I was just getting my heating pad, but motherfucker.
What, did you break a rib or something?
Yeah, I think so. Could be wrong. Yeah, so how do I don't have a computer I usually have access to though. That's the only issue.
You need a laptop. Why don't you have a laptop?
Because my priorities are set towards getting a vehicle.
Dude, you need a laptop, because with a laptop, dude, you can get
brother
18
has a
vehicles.
PC. Yeah, I'm sure he'd let me use it.
You need a laptop. For the email reader, you need to be on desktop for the email reader.
Yeah.
For the email reader to work, because you have to send it through a desktop. You have to send it through a laptop. Literally just borrow it from your brother or pay your brother, like, I don't know, like $10 or something like that a week just to be able to use it. Like, it doesn't really matter. I don't know what your relationship is like with him or so, but literally, dude, one laptop and one phone is going to get you 20 fucking cars. 20 cars. And a car is a depreciating asset. It is a depreciating asset, bro.
Well, yeah. Well, so funny enough story. So my mom just got a new one. So she handed my dad her like old CRV, and I have his truck. And I got pulled over the other day because I'm driving around. The exhaust came like literally disconnected from the muffler.
Was it a GM or what? What kind of truck is it?
It's a Ram 1500, but it's an 02, so it's an old motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
Bro, I looked at that clamp yesterday. I was about damn near start crying. I was like, holy shit. This thing,
it's going to cost more than the car to fix.
No. I got it welded for 80. But the tires on that truck are fucking as bald can be. So I have to get those figured out. But yeah, so for the email reader, so it basically acts almost as like a text message where you can see if people open it and whatnot.
Yes, it's literally like that.
You can turn it into a DM.
See, yeah, dude, you can see when it sends, you can see when it delivers to the email, and then you can see when people open it up, and you can see when they open it up and whether or not they're online or not.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, man, it's free. It's a free fucking Chrome extension. It's free, and I fucking got that. I spent $10,000 to learn that, so you better fucking use it.
Learn it for free. $10,000 off discount.
Yeah, no, exactly. But also, dude, but it's literally those three things, man. It's literally those two things, and you're fucking golden.
How do you feel about door-to-door sales?
I love door-to-door. You can do door-to-door. You're handsome, young, you fucking are jacked as fuck, dude. People will already respect you because you're jacked as fuck, but don't fucking do door-to-door. You need to heal your rib.
Well, yeah. I'm going to go there with a wheelchair for sympathy.
Dude, what did I say? I literally said use your age to an advantage. You can literally use that to an advantage as well. Literally,
about that.
There's sympathy. People will have empathy and sympathy towards that because you're out there door to door. You know, that's funny, dude. Dude, send a picture of that inside of the Savage Access if you're fucking doing that in a wheelchair. That's so fucking funny. That's so funny. Honestly, dude, you will get sympathy sales just for that. And who cares about the money? Like, if it's sympathy money, if it's good money, who cares? It's money. Who gives a shit?
Well, the only thing is I do the power washing too, so I'm letting them know. Yeah, give me like 2 months.
No, your partner is going to do the power washing. You're going to make the clothes, and your partner will do the washing.
So actually, another question. So when we first got into it, he's a kid I'm really close with. So like, I'll even do the full percent of like the power washing. I'll just have him do like chemicals, which take like 2 minutes. But since I respect him for working with me and actually going out there, I usually split it like 50-50. So how do you think a percentage difference should be if, say, me and him both do the sales and either one of us do the power wash?
50-50. Fuck
Yeah,
him.
that's
50-50.
what I was thinking. It just seems fair. Like, well, I mean,
But dude, this is what happens when you have a partner as well too. It fucking
Yeah.
gets complicated with a partner as well too, right?
well, yeah, he's not a picky kid. He actually just got he worked at the old spot that I used to work at before I basically got fired for running my own power washing company, and he basically just got told to fuck off because he was going through a lot of mental shit. So he's like, "Yeah, no, I gotta get back to power wash with you." So I was like, "Yeah, no, it's totally fine, my man." And we're getting shit figured out. What we do want to do is get those you ever see those land signs? Like if someone gets roofing, they'll put like, I don't know how to explain it. Like that little fucking sign they put down to the ground and it shows
Sure.
the company.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yes, that's what we want to do also with that because I have a few
You
testimonials.
can get
off
that after you get the money first. You get the money first, and then you can spend that money that you made on that.
Well, yeah, we've done like 5 or 6 houses and like
Boom, boom. And then
past few
literally,
months.
dude, that's the problem with like when you run a business. Once money comes in, you got to spend money to make money.
Reinvestment. Yeah,
Yep.
it sucks because we got paid for doing a house and ended up going right back to Lowe's getting all the shit for the washer and whatnot.
But then you learn, dude. You learn what the costs are going to be in it. It's all a learning experience. You're fucking young, dude. You're already doing way more than 99% of people your age are doing.
Yeah, a lot of kids are just sticking to that detailing bullshit, which is pretty
Detailing. They don't fucking do anything, dude. 99% of people your age don't fucking do shit.
I don't know. That
They're out
detailing-
drinking. They're out partying. They're out like smoking weed. They don't care.
Yeah, nah, but that detailing stuff's like some pussy shit. You just you literally get to sit down, be by a car, and just like wipe it.
Yep. But those people are also not like that's in that 1%, dude, of people your age. There's people at your age that they're not doing anything, dude. 99% of kids that are 17 are not doing anything. You're comparing yourself to yourself, and you're comparing people that are in that 1%. That's what you're doing currently.
Yeah, no,
You're not. Yeah,
that gives
you
me
don't even think
motivation to
about.
be
You
better.
don't even think of the 99%. You don't even think about that. But 99% of people, dude, that are your age aren't doing shit. Ethan can attest to that. Mitchell can attest to that. 99% of people who are 17, dude, aren't doing shit.
Yeah, Mitchell. By the way, you have a killer mustache, bro. You turn your camera. I was like, holy shit, this guy.
Thank you. Appreciate you. But yeah,
Yeah.
no,
He does,
like,
man. He does. He does.
what Evan was saying, when I was 17, I didn't do anything other than smoking weed in the woods with my fucking friends, drinking
I've been
beer.
there a few times, so it's okay.
Yeah, definitely not where
Like,
you're
a lot of
at.
people
Joshua,
think
you're
that's their
not
life.
allowed to do that. You're 17, dude. You have a prefrontal cortex still developing. Once you hit 25, you can do that.
Yeah, wait a few years.
No,
wish
but
I
like,
had
I'm not
waited.
saying I'm making that my life. That's terrible.
No,
At that
dude. No. No weed. Life advice. No weed till you're 25. Once you hit 25, then you can do it. Your prefrontal cortex is super important for development. Ethan can even attest to that. Like one of our largest days, dude, one of the best sales days that Ethan and I had. Ethan, how many joints did we smoke on one of the best sales days that we ever did? This is real talk. You're muted.
I think you just
Idiot.
smoked one.
Vallarta or Thailand?
Vallarta or Thailand? There we go. There's the right question. Which country were we in where we were just so obliterated and we made a shit ton of money? Let's do Mexico.
The
Even
average
Guadalajara, bro. Guadalajara, Puerto Vallarta.
Playa del
doesn't even matter.
Carmen. Yeah, we're out there with as well. Yeah, Neil was out there. Yeah, so I would say the average by like Evans. If Evan's first call was 9 a.m. where we were at least 7 to 14 deep.
By 9.
Like,
By 9 a.m.
By 9 a.m. Yeah, roughly, and
Yeah,
that's like
you guys are bugging out.
Dude, and then no, dude. Like you will see me, like me, like I don't know if it's because I'm part Métis. Dude. I don't know if it's because I'm part Métis, I'm part Native. Like I don't know if it has anything to do with that. Doesn't fucking affect me. Literally, like I could do more. Like Ethan kind of keeps up a little bit. He kind of turns into a mute, like just to kind of point. He kind of turns into a mute a little bit sometimes, but he's still a G. He'll still try to keep up as well. But he will see me make $35,000, $40,000, $50,000 for a client, just absolutely ripping joints, bro. and this is like not good advice to take. Literally, it's not the best advice. I don't recommend this to anyone. I recommend what fucking Zeke Ziglar says: do not smoke, do not do any of that. But I'm just being honest from my experience. Like sometimes, like we would rip 30 to 40 different joints, and I would make the same amount of thousands of dollars as the amount of joints that we were doing.
We were riding the wave. And that's
Yeah,
what a lot of people
ride the
like.
wave.
They see us at the co-working space in Thailand. They're like, what do you mean? You're like, well, yeah, I wake up, I go to the gym, I have my coffee, I come back, Evan wakes up, and then we're out there. It's our pre is around 3 because we're having a coffee and we're getting ready. We're like laying the day out. And then after the 3, we have another 3 so we can talk about work. And then after the 3, we have another 3 afterwards to set back into it. And then we're ready to fucking go. And then I go shower. If I'm eating, I eat. And then I'm immediately in the DMs and I'm just like, okay, I'm just crushing it. And he's right there, like on the call. And so obviously I'm very blessed because I got to be able to feed off of that in person so much as I have. That's why I learned so well. And that's why I went so hard as well. And yes, I'm also with him that I would not recommend doing this and being very conscious of your own self and your like limits and abilities. Like, and so like, but like, that's why he's saying it's just, this is our real life. Like we can do this. That doesn't mean that it's a glorification of being able to just like get there. I would highly recommend too, because when I was 17, dude, I was working a lot, but I was a drug addict, not just marijuana. And so like high advice, yeah, like at least until you're 25, man. Like you've got like being aware of the fact that
nothing until you're 25, dude. Literally, don't do
nothing.
any of that until you're 25, bro. You're a fucking man, dude. You're already a fucking man. How fucking huge you are. Don't fucking tamper with that until you're 25, dude. Literally, like that.
Dude, you're
that is the
already
best
so
life
so
advice.
far ahead. You're already so
And
far
now
ahead
I
of
can't.
everybody,
I can't
man.
do nothing though. So
Good. You
No,
can
no,
do
not-
nothing
no,
but
no, no,
remote
no, no.
sales. Good.
not good for that. I can't even move.
Dios, God sent you a message, brother. God literally sent you a message and broke your rib so that you can fucking literally get to work. You can get to work.
Meditate. Sit with your shit and fucking make money.
Yeah, I just need to reland another offer. That Lumitar one went super slow, so I kind of just called it out. I was like, yeah, no, this.
What, you don't want to talk to mothers all day?
No, bro. I don't think they want to talk to me. I'm a random guy asked about pregnancy.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a good offer. I already told you that. I
I
told you
feel
that
like that's
before.
like a. I don't know if I sound sexist for saying this, but like more of a female specialized offer, if that makes sense.
Dude, it's about relatability. It's literally about
Yeah.
relatability. And
I
like
can't
you have to
relate
be
to
honest
having
with
kids.
it. Yeah, you can. You literally can because you are one.
Yeah, and also I'll never be able to birth one.
Got to. Well, we don't know, dude. There is
All right,
the pregnant.
okay.
Hey, there is a pregnant man emoji. There is a pregnant man emoji.
Is it
I was
really?
on live on TikTok. I was live on TikTok today, dude. Yeah, like, if you guys aren't following me on TikTok, I have a fucking great time on TikTok. I don't even talk about what I do for a living on TikTok unless people ask me what's going on.
Oh my God, there is.
Dude, all I do, Josh, all I do is I wear a Burger King hat, I wear a Burger King crown, and I just fucking say Burger King, KFC, Burger King or McDonald's. Today was Burger King or Starbucks, and there's just goofs that are in
Who
there.
won?
And then guess what? Oh, of course, Burger King. Oh, there's only one choice, dude, because people want to join the kingdom. I get into character. I have a great fucking time. It's so much fun on there. But I get so many inbounds from that. I get at least like 3 people joining the Skool community every time I'm on a live, and I don't even talk about sales, dude. Because they bring it up themselves, because then they follow me, then they creep me, they go to my page on TikTok, which is literally about sales, value, remote life. Then they ask on the live, like, oh, what's your opinion on this? Where's the best place to get a Rolex? Like, I get that asked all the time because they just go to my page and then they're like, oh, like, what are you doing like with that watch? Like, oh, what are you doing in Switzerland? What are you doing here? And then it just piques curiosity. It's like, why are you wearing this crown here? Like, what? Do you have a flight? Are you going on an airplane? You know the amount of times people ask me when I wear the Burger King crown if I'm going on a flight, if I'm going on an airplane. That's what they ask me the whole time, and I just have fun with it. You just have fun with people because
like
that's how you're gonna build rapport. You build rapport that way, and then, dude, today I got 33 followers on like a 1.5 hour live. 33 followers on TikTok, just because I'm just honest with people and I just talk about random stuff the whole time, and then they come to my page and then they're like, oh, well, I actually want to follow this guy. This guy actually has some value. Oh, you have a remote community? I want to be able to join the remote community. And then they just DM me naturally, dude. That's just what happens, man. And dude, you have so much ahead of you. You got fucking shit ton of shit all coming up. You got sent message. You literally got a message sent from God right now that said, slow the fuck down. You're now forced to sit relax. Now you can start focusing on remote stuff. You can then, because now you're almost a prisoner to your seat, dude. Now you can start to learn a little bit more of those
I'm still
skills. Now
trying
you
to
have a bit more time, man. You have a bit more. Everything happens for a reason, dude. Literally every single thing, both positive as well as negative. It all happens for a reason, brother. But yeah, Josh, did you have any other questions other than those 3 things that you need to get done?
Yeah, should I start like doing like some random ass TikTok lives in like a dinosaur outfit?
No. I can do that because I've already made the money, bro. I can do that because I made the money. You need to get the work. Literally, you need to get the work, and you have way more to learn from it.
Real question. How do I? So I know you said I could do the email stuff, which I still have the email link to my thing. I have to. What I want to do is meet up my partner. Maybe I can even get him in the community so we can all talk at once. I see the thumbs up. So we can all talk at once. So it's not just like, oh yeah, no, you got my full opinion, but like, let me make the choice for 2 people. Nah, I feel like it'd be a bit better if those 2 minds put into it. And
Get him into the Savage Access, dude. He's not going to be able to get in like how you got in before. He can get in. He can get a 50% discount for the first month of the Savage Access. It's $44 per month now, so he can get in for $22. Then he can have more either one-on-one time. He can have more like voice messages, all that sort of stuff. If he's really serious about it, and then we'll talk. On the side for like some sort of
kid's got a good work ethic. I think he's 16. Yeah, he's 16.
Dude, why is your business partner younger than you?
Because he has a really good fucking work ethic, and his dad actually used to do power washing, and he's into blue collar work. And I've worked side by side with the kid. I've worked out with the kid for like the past like 3 years.
Smart answer. Very, very smart answer. Good job picking and choosing. Good answer. That's actually what I wanted to hear from that one. I was fucking shit testing you a little bit.
If he's some lazy motherfucker, I'd just be like, nah, bro, I'm good.
Get out of my life. But anyway, Ethan, now let's go on to you. Do you have any questions, especially with your new offer, bro? And congrats on getting 10K in your first 3 to 4 days working on the new offer.
Appreciate it, man. It's
you are muted. I don't know like where the microphone is.
You got me now?
Now you're good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want a remote Savage, there's some remote life. There you go. That's my view, which is where I'm at, just because I can. Yeah, for that as well. But so the new offer is interesting, man. Like it could be should be like falling in love in it, like potential. If you see a random chick and you're just like falling in love with the idea of it, like it could just be that. Like because I see like the vision and I see where they're at. They're also in that like gray zone you're talking about, like 80 to 100 like K a month, like
50 to 100. It's 50 to 100 per month. Yeah.
Okay, well they're like around like 80. They're doing like what is it, like 4, so 20. Yeah, they're averaging around like 60 to 120 a month right now, and so they're in that like zone where you're talking about, and I'm excited because it's a blend of like the offer that you and I worked on for together for years, plus my current other offer that I'm working on in terms of like the depth that you have to go in the DMs versus like how it's more of a quality thing, which is really interesting. But that's also where I think me and then my like client that I can work with, like we can build this thing up high. And so I can see like a vision already, which is a very good positive thing to look at, especially when you're first starting on a new gig, guys, because I can see the way it's going there. Again, I've already done like what 10K in a few days. Like, and so that's also promising there. Things that need to get worked out on the back end that I have no control over that could be frustrating for some people and would be frustrating for me earlier. So is not now because I have no control over it, and the communication's great. And so if you guys have things in the back end where it's like Slack's not set up or like you need like automations, like to make sure you have access to like the Calendly, et cetera, or whatever, just like if things aren't set up, like make sure you at least have the communication back there, guys. And so like it's looking good, man. And as long as like
baby. The other dude, it's literally like almost a new baby. They're kind of new with having a setter on too, right? Because they only had someone working part-time, like 4 hours or something, right?
Yeah, so that's the other thing too. Yeah, so there's a cool dude. Yeah, he's up in Croatia. So I'm working with him. He's very good at communicating. His work ethic is very on par from what we're looking for as well. I really like the dude already. He has a very good energy on the video call that we met. And one thing as well is like, yeah, it is I mentioned it previously in a post too of just like splitting commission and stuff too. Yeah. And so more or less, he and I work similar to how me and one of my top setters, when I was managing him and I used to work, and we would just answer for everyone's DMs. And so I do like that.
It's okay to say Laszlo. It's okay to say Laszlo. He's inside of the community. He's in here, but he's too busy being a star on Instagram right now. So
he's a diva now, and he's in the best diva possible. And so Laszlo, when Laszlo and I worked to get together, him and I answered each other's DMs, and then for closes we always worked out like a percentage and stuff. And so they were upfront about that too. So I get like my 5%, and then it's like just split like if we're all doing the same thing. And so like basically the way I look at it too, guys, if you can look at it too, is basically you're getting your own commission. If you're thinking about having a role that would be offering this or having something like this, thinking about like if you're splitting with somebody, okay, how much of the percentage is that? If you're splitting, basically think of every single close, think of however they're doing that, and calculate out what you can be making off of that and see if it's worth it there. And so
Be autistic, just like what
there's
Carlos showed earlier. Just literally what Carlos showed earlier.
5k PIF just showed up.
Woo! Let's go live on the call. Let's go. That he already left. He went over to Slack. He went over. He saw the notification. Mitchell, literally what I was talking about. He's on a fucking call right now, and he fucking made money. Already
Fucking
made
love
money.
that. I
Fucking
just
5K pay in full. Let's fucking go, Ethan. Like, what is that? That's another $250, $300 for you or something like that. Just right now. You're muted. Fucking get off the mute.
Yo, that's so dope. That was insane timing. I was like, there's no way. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I see it. Like paid in full. I'm like, all right, so let me double.
He's too excited. He doesn't even know what the fuck's going on. He's too excited right now. Let's fucking go. Bro, shout out to fucking Ethan. He got that one done. Guys, I'm almost done my beer. Like, I fucking had this tall can the whole time. I need to get 3 more. The best thing about Europe, honestly, the best thing about Europe is that I'm not getting fat. I eat bread every day. I'm drinking beer every day, and I'm losing weight. I will drink bottled water in fucking America, and I will be bloated for 4 days. Like,
Bro,
it's fucking
the
insane.
worst.
Chill out.
No, you fucking chill. Anyway,
Josh,
Ethan, go on.
learn. They're trying to poison us here.
No,
It's
Says
I always drink my
the
gum,
guy
bro.
wearing the AirPods. He's trying to poison us. The guy wearing the AirPods. But anyway, whatever. Ethan, go.
it's a 125 or up between 125 and 250 commission right there. So USD.
250. I think that's probably 250. 250 USD because that's what, like a monthly rent in Guatemala or what?
My rent is 2,500 quetzales, the local currency, which is 432 Canadian a month.
432 Canadian. Dude, you've almost made like literally just on this call, you fucking almost paid for a whole month of rent. Just right now. That's pretty insane, bro. Pretty insane. So if you got 15K in, he had a couple splits or whatever, you're already way at profit right now, already for the month, and it's only been a week.
So yeah, it's 326 American is my rent, and I've made 15K, and it depends on the percentage on each if they were shared or not, like I was talking about earlier, and so that's why I'm not exactly sure. It's between 125 and 250, and so let's just say 250. And yeah, rent has already been paid like before this. Yeah,
but that doesn't matter. You already have it covered for next month. Doesn't even matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that smile. Look at that organic smile on his face. He gets the view. Look at the smile on his face, guys. This is what it's all about. Literally, this is what it's all about. This is what I want to make you, Mitchell. This is what I want to make you, Joshua. I want to make you guys smile and laugh as much as Ethan right now. Because when I met Ethan, I don't know. I don't even want to say it, because I need 3 more beers before I explain that when I first met Ethan. So yeah, guys, like this is what it's all about. Look at him smiling. Look how
that's a good story for another time.
Yeah, all for another time. Look how happy he is. Look how well he's smiling. He's fucking made money on a hammock while fucking shit talking with you guys. Literally just shit talking with you guys, and he made money. So whatever. That's what it's all about, guys. But yeah, I need to go get more beers as well. Does anyone else here have any more questions on the top of their mind?
So not a question, but I just got a 4th interview while we were sitting here.
Let's fucking go.
Look at it's energy transference. When I mention energy transference, not only in the remote sales blueprint, I mentioned in the remote lifestyles, and I mentioned in the remote savage access. When you're around winners and you're around people that are doing well, making money, it's inevitable that they will bump you up. It's literally inevitable, Mitchell. But a 4th interview, is that the one that you from the Skool, or which one is that?
Nah, just a different guy that I was talking to on Facebook.
Boom.
Fuck bro. Yeah, bro. Let's go.
Told you the outreach works, and he only did it for 2-3 days consistently. Imagine if you do 10 days consistently, you would actually have probably closer to 20 interviews. And then
Oh,
you
yeah.
can be picky. Then you'll probably get 8 to 9 job offers. And then you can be picky with which one that you want. You ask the Savage Access, which one is golden. Then we can all vote on it. And then it's going to be like Survivor. We'll pick them off one at a time. And then you can pick the one that is the best from there.
Yeah,
That's what
hell
we
yeah.
like.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Awesome.
Question though, would you say it's better to take notes during the interview, like typing on a note on my computer, or writing it down in a notepad?
I
What
don't know. It doesn't.
seems
What notes would you have to take?
just like questions that I ask them, just getting answers. Like if I'm gonna get 4 job offers from these interviews, I want to break down
Right.
what
It's the
each one
4
has to offer.
questions. Exactly. Write down the 4 questions
Yeah.
that we've already discussed. Write that down on a sheet of paper. And once they answer them, you write out each of those and then you put the company name. Those are the only 4 answers that you need.
Cool, done, easy.
Bada bing, bada boom. Ethan, what?
Quickly, Mitchell, at the end, if you want to include this, a question at the end, when they're like, do you have any further questions? You can be like, have I shown you anything, or is there anything that I said that would make you not want to hire me?
Good question. That's a good one because Ethan hired people. I also hired people. Ethan also hired people. Ethan did a lot more interviews than I did because there's a lot more interviews that are done for setters than there are for triagers and closers. But like literally what he just said at the end, it's going to tell you whether or not that they're serious or not serious about the offer, and whether or not you could just ignore them or just move on to the next one, or that you can then focus on them to be one of those 3 to 4 options once you get the job offer too.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's a great question. I like that. Thank you, Ethan.
Bada bing. That's what we're here for. Literally what we're here
That
for.
question
Oh,
is
yeah.
pretty fucking sick.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree 100%. 100%. Give me 1 second. Carlos did 44-second voice memo. I'll get to that. I need to go get some drinks or whatever. Anyone else? Any more questions before I need to get tipsy? I need to get tipsy.
Nah. Go
Besitos,
get lit.
hermano. Gracias por todo.
Boom, boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's fucking get the week, guys. Let's fucking nail it. Mitchell, nail those interviews. Joshua,
Yeah.
fucking start the process. Ask the Savage Access for the email stuff, all that sort of thing, just so you can warm up your account. I already know Ethan and Mitchell, they'll fucking already email you. Once you put your email in, they'll already email you.
So what do I say in the email?
What do you mean, what do you say in the email?
Like if I'm saying on email to you guys for replies.
Just fucking test it. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't fucking matter. Why are you overthinking?
It doesn't matter what the rock says.
I overthink everything, dude. My ADHD is horrible.
That's why we're here, bro. You're 17. You're full of testosterone. Your fucking brain's all over the place. Your prefrontal cortex is not developed. That's why you stay away from the green. Stay away from the green. You stay away from the alcohol. That is literally why you do that. And then once you're 25, then you can enjoy. Once everything's all developed and you've already made your money, then you can enjoy. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm out, guys. I need more alcohol. I need to go enjoy life. Cheers, guys. I'm happy with these results, even on the call. Even on this call.
Fuck yeah, results, let's go, baby.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Hit the week card. I'll see you guys in the Savage Access.
Hell yeah.